So in this video, I wanted to go over these specific compiler flags: Werror, Wextra, and Werror. So if you're ever programming in C++, one of the first things that you'll learn is that there are these sort of compiler flags that you should enable so that the compiler itself can automatically detect and warn you with specific errors. Now, if you're working in a professional setting, these flags might already be enabled as part of the build system. Some senior engineer or some tech lead may have already enabled these flags, so most of the time you don't have to be the person to automatically do this. That's why when you're learning C++, they kind of have to remind you that you should do it, because if you didn't know that this existed, you may never actually realize that you're writing improper code. And today I want to go over what these mean. If we want to do a little bit of a TLDR, enabling the Werror compiler flag means you're basically asking the compiler to tell you about kind of the obvious C++ problems, the ones that, are pretty much most likely actual errors in your code. Enabling -w extra means tell me about some of the less obvious problems as well. Enabling -w error means convert all of these warnings into errors such that if I try to compile the code will not compile at all. That's what these three compiler flags mean, and these are kind of the things that if you're learning C++, most people recommend that you enable these flags because it will catch a lot of bugs that you might not think about. The first question that I always had when learning about Werror and Wextra is, why do we have extra? That doesn't make much sense. Shouldn't Werror capture all the errors that happen? Well, turns out there's a little bit of a history lesson to this, and that's what I want to go over real quick before we actually get into some coding examples. Basically, in the late 80s, Werror compiler flag was created, and this was kind of the compiler flag that most people used because they were like, okay, well, this will tell me most of the obvious problems. As time went on, GCC kind of evolved, right? It got more complex, and it was able to do more analysis of your code, and it could also detect more possible bugs. So what the compiler devs decided was they created the -w flag. So this -w flag would kind of act as a flag that you could pass in besides -Werror, and it would essentially detect a couple more errors while ensuring that the Werror compiler flag did not have backwards compatibility issues, so they wanted to make a separate flag for it. And then what happened was that the -w flag became confusing because they thought that the Werror flag would actually already account for all errors. So they were like, why is there a -w flag? Is that a mistake? Basically, the developers writing C++ code were kind of confused. So eventually in the early 2000s, they created the Wextra flag, which I believe is largely just an alias for -w, and it just enables the compiler to warn you on a couple more problems. So that's what the main difference between Werror and Wextra is, and that's also why whenever you're learning about programming C++, most tutorials tell you to enable Werror and Wextra separately. And yeah, that's just a little bit of history lesson that I thought was useful. So now let's actually get into some of the errors that these two flags display. So I've got some C++ code, int main with x, where this variable is uninitialized. We're just printing hello and the variable, and then we're also calling get value. So the get value is creating a temporary variable which is not being used, and then it's also missing a return statement. So let's run this code just through the regular C++ compiler and see what happens. Just done make here, and as you can see, I have not passed in any various flags. And then we get one specific warning, which is that a non-void function does not return a value on line 7. So if I check this out right here, it's just telling me get value is basically not returning anything, even though it should return an integer. So this is what happens when you don't enable any compiler flags. But turns out that there's a couple of other common issues inside of this code. So let's enable Werror and see what that tells us. I'm going to comment this out, and I'm going to enable the Werror compiler flag. And now let's make this code once more, and now we can actually see some more useful errors. First is that Werror automatically enabled the w unused variable flag, and that is telling us you probably don't want to use this variable. Maybe you want to remove it, maybe you want to comment it out. It still has the same error with the return value. The variable x is uninitialized, so it's letting us know that. And as you can clearly see here, we've got hello, and we're printing some garbage data. Again, this might not be something that most programmers want. Like if you're trying to print the variable x, you don't want to print garbage data like like this. And the reason that's happening is because, of course, we've got int x here and we haven't set it to anything. So the war flag is warning us on that. And same here, it's saying that we've got variable x and it's uninitialized. It's suggesting essentially initialize it to 0. Again, key things to note is that the war is warning us on a bunch of common issues inside of our code that can lead to possible issues. And of course, the code still runs and it's displaying the garbage data inside of x, but again, that's the point of the warning. It's just warning us, but it's not actually converting this to an error. So for Wextra, I've got a simple function here, which is int main, and it's doing print message. Inside of print message, we're passing in the variable 5, and inside of this function, of course, we've got the parameter int count, but it's not being used anywhere. So if I were to make this code without the Wextra flag, then it's going to run, without any compiler warnings. But if I enable the Wextra flag and then I make this, then you're going to see that it is generating a warning. And again, the point of this Wextra flag is that it is telling the C++ developer, hey look, something unexpected is happening here. You've got count that is not being used. This should signal to the C++ developer, maybe I meant to use count inside of this function, but I just forgot, right? It's kind of warning you or kind of sending you a message that like, hey, something could be wrong here. Maybe it also means that I need to reformat this message. Maybe it means that I just remove 5 and, remove int count like this. Again, these are just warnings that kind of just signaling to the C++ developer that something could be wrong. So now I've combined the code that shows both errors from war and Wextra. What we're going to do is we're going to enable war, we're going to enable Wextra, and we're going to turn on Werror. Now the code should not compile at all. So I'm going to do make, and there you go. We have essentially converted. So if we scroll up here, you're going to see that all of these were warnings, right? And so because it's a warning, the code still compiled and it ran. But now by passing in w error, we have converted these warnings into errors. Because of these errors, the code's not going to compile, and we're not going to print the hello statements because we have told the compiler anytime there's a warning, just convert that to an error. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about in this video, which is just what is war, what is Wextra, why do we have war and Wextra separately, and of course, how does the error flag work? If you've made it this far, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more random C++ deep dives just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.